Hey, I welcome y'all niggas back to the motherfucking Meech and Spiff channel on YouTube. I'm Meech, and yeah, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to the motherfucking channel, share it, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a hoe about what the fuck we got going on. You feel me? I'ma keep it all the way G real with y'all niggas, man. I'm honestly sick and tired of this particular subject, man. The whole Jeezy and Gucci versus battle. And if any of y'all watch, or why don't I say watch, but if any of y'all listen to the podcast that I got with Spiff, shout out to the Drug Table Talk podcast with Meech and Spiff. Remember, we don't sell drugs, we sell knowledge and slang game. And if you don't know about the podcast, make sure y'all motherfuckers go and subscribe, man. And yeah, on Apple Podcasts, Google, Spotify, and all the other goofy shit that niggas, listen to podcasts on. You feel me? But like I was saying, man, at this particular time, man, I'm honestly sick and tired of this conversation as far as who won the battle, who won the war. Gucci won this, Jeezy won that, Gucci horsed Jeezy, Jeezy was, on his preacher man shit. I'm honestly sick and fucking tired of this conversation. But as I was listening back to the podcast, man, because we talked about this shit on the podcast, and as I, took some time to myself and actually, dove, a little bit deeper into the thoughts that I had regarding the whole versus battle, there is a couple things that I feel like that I need to come back and, and address, you feel me? And it's not like, I bashed anybody or tried to clown anybody, but there were just certain, it's certain things that I just want to touch upon that I feel like I just wanted to get out, man. Flat out. Simple as that. Because on the podcast, I was talking to, shout out to my dog, Solomon Rich, Solo, and my dog, Spiff. And I think one thing that we all got across is that, it was definitely mature, for Jeezy to come and extend the olive branch to reach out to Gucci, to do this versus battle, to kind of bury the hatchet and, just kind of make a, just kind of dead the beef straight up. But it was a moment on the pod where, as I said, that, if you smoke my dog, and rest in peace to Pookie Loke, but if you smoke my dog, it's no settling any of those beefs, man. Flat out. And the reason why I said that is because it's, people may not know, rest in peace to my brother Mars, man. Man, back in the day, man, we was heavy Jeezy fans, like no bullshit, like, nigga, that's all we used to listen to back in the day, man. Back when my pops had the red, or what was it, the burgundy Range Rover, with the slaps in them, slapping Jeezy, man. When my pops got the gray Tahoe back in the day, we was slapping Jeezy all through the hood, you feel me? Flat out. That's all who we used to listen to. So I had already went into this battle expecting that, this is going to be, Jeezy's moment to just go out there and just really hold the fuck out of Gucci. And that's just based off my, biased opinions on how I feel about Gucci and how me and, my brother felt about Gucci. I mean, I'm sorry, how we felt about Jeezy, I should say. So, but carrying on, man. But my feelings and everything is definitely skewed because of my brother and his passing. Because I feel like if I knew, what happened to my brother and the guys that murdered my brother, it's no settling that beef. There's no settling that beef at all. And I still feel like that, to this day. Like, it's, if I knew who it was, it's fuck you for life, cause flat out, straight up. But one thing I gotta realize is that there's real life and then there's entertainers, you feel me? And these niggas are fucking entertainers at the end of the day, man. You talking about niggas that are multi millionaires. And on top of that, these niggas is old as dog shit. You feel me? Like, you got to talk about niggas that's, 40 plus. You feel me? I don't know how old these niggas is, but assuming, like, these niggas is fucking old as shit. So one thing niggas got to realize, like, niggas was not about to get on stage and fight. Niggas was not going to get on there and start shooting at each other. Like, at the end of the day, these niggas got businesses, families, and friends that they got to take care of at the end of the day. Niggas is not going to fuck up that bag for some goofy shit. As much as Gucci go up there and say, I'm smoking on Pookie Load, nigga, you send these niggas, I'ma send them back in a box, back to you, and all that shit, man. This shit is all motherfucking entertainment. I guarantee you, man. And that's what niggas need to really, really learn and figure out, that this shit is all entertainment. Take out your feelings about how you feel about these rappers, these actors, these trappers, and whoever the fuck that you idolize, and just understand, like, this shit is motherfucking entertainment. Flat out. And I had to look within myself to really understand, like, damn, nigga, I got emotional. Or, I had emotions in this shit because of, how me and my brother was brought up, and we was listening to Jeezy. We was definitely, definitely looking into the Fed magazines, the Don Diva magazines, as far as like the BMFs and shit. Niggas couldn't tell me I wasn't related to Big Meech. Nigga, my name is Meech. Nigga, me and Big Meech got the same birthday, June 21st. You can't tell me that I couldn't be Big Meech, you feel me? So it's personal things when it comes to, as far as like Jeezy and the whole BMF. And to the point that I gotta realize that niggas gotta get their motherfucking emotions up out of that shit and realize that these niggas are motherfucking entertainers at the end of the day. It's funny, man, because I told this story on a podcast, and even my old man had to remind me of, something, that somebody told us. And, I just tell y'all anyway, but, back when maybe 04, 05, maybe 06 at the latest, when Jeezy, came out and started bubbling, heavy, crazy out here in the streets and shit. It was the barbershop. I think it was called Perfect Blends. It might have been Perfect Blends. I forget the name of it. But it's right there on 6 Mile. Goddamn, 6 Mile and Goldburn, that area, you feel me? And it was a barber or somebody, one of the guys that was up in there, he had asked us, he was like, who's y'all favorite rapper? And, given at that time, we were saying, like, Jeezy, man, he the hardest nigga out here. He be with BMF and Big Meech, man. That nigga got 100 bricks, this, that, and the third, all this gangster shit, you feel me? Me and my brother was riding hard for Jeezy, as we were, because we were fans. And he asked us, like, man, what would you do, or how would you feel if, come to find out that, Jeezy never sold, any work, or Jeezy went to Cranbrook, or, that nigga went to college and did all this shit, but at the same time, was not the nigga that you think he is. And at that time, man, we was sitting back thinking, like, hell nah, man, we know Jeezy a real one. You see him with Big Meech, all this gangster shit, you feel me? Riding hard, no dick sucking. But it's funny how, as I take that conversation that we had briefly with that gentleman at the barbershop, and it's taken me, like, literally, just say fucking 15 years later to realize that nigga, this shit is all motherfucking entertainment at the end of the day. Niggas is not going around shooting and killing and stabbing, poking niggas up, fighting in the clubs no more, man. Come on, man. That shit for young niggas, man. That shit is for the young niggas, man. Like, these niggas is in their fucking 40s. I'm sure Jeezy probably close to in his 50s. These niggas is not on that gangster shit no more. They just not. And it's totally fine, man. It's totally fine. It's just that these kids just need to realize that these niggas just not who they are anymore. It's cool. It's cool. But I definitely had, some feelings, invested in it because of, I know how much my brother, really fuck with Jeezy, man. And this is no knock to Gucci, man, because it was a time period, years ago, whereas I think we were waiting for Jeezy's, what was it, maybe his second or third album, and it was like a crazy, gap. And y'all niggas can look it up. I ain't gonna look it up because I don't really care that much. But I know it was like a crazy gap in time, whereas we was waiting for Jeezy's next album. And in that moment, man, dog, Gucci was going so motherfucking hard at that time, man. He was going so motherfucking hard. And us, man, we tried our best not to like it, but at the end of the day, man, shit, man, we gravitated to that shit, man. That shit was slamming. I remember, shout out to, my dog Mars, his older sister. Man, she used to come in town from out of town, doing whatever. And she used to let us drive her rental. She used to have, motherfucking, Tahoe, Suburbans, fucking Yukon, Denali's and goofy shit like that. And we used to be flying in her motherfucking trucks and shit, man, bumping Gucci Atlanta Zoo, We be in that motherfucker banging whatever fucking Gucci was out at that time, man. Slapping that shit. And I just think about those days. It's like, nigga, this shit was all just motherfucking entertainment, man. That's all it was, man. It's all fucking entertainment. But the more of the story is, man, these niggas ain't no goddamn killers, man. These niggas is motherfucking rappers and entertainers, man. Whatever they did in their youth, that's a different story. But today, man, these niggas is entertainers, man. And that was it, man. Hey, man. And that's just my kind of review of the Gucci and Jeezy versus battle. We go into this conversation a little bit more in depth in the podcast. Shout out to the Drug Table Talk podcast with Meech and Spiff. Make sure y'all subscribe to that. You feel me? And yeah, man. And for my first time viewers, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel. And yeah, man, we got more content coming soon. You feel me? And we out.